Stitch Cuties, I'm Brittany with Stitches of Love Quilting, and in this video tutorial, I am going to show you how to make this super cute little penguin applique unit for your sewing machine applique block of the month for Christmas Lane. So let's get started. First, I'll show you a little close-up how cute this is, our little penguin. So just like always, we are going to take our applique pieces, have mine off to the side. I lay them down in numerical order, just like they appear in the pattern. You can use your pattern, of course, to guide you with all of the steps. So our first applique unit is going to be pieces 1 through 15, and that's all of the pieces, and we'll put our little penguin directly on top of our fabric after that, and I will, of course, give you some stitch tips. I'm going to take it where I just have my applique placement guide in front of me, turn my light pad on, and as always, I'm going to slip this just underneath my fusing mat. So I have my light pad, my glass mat, my fusing mat, my placement guide, and then my fusing mat. So let's begin. First up, we have our little pieces that are number 1, which is our white snow. And I'm just gonna put the first piece in place. There we go. And then the second piece goes right on top. Now be careful if you have any fuzz. I have a little fuzz right there. You don't wanna have fuzz within your applique. And then the second piece of white is gonna go directly on top of that. I'm just gonna give it a slight press. There we go. Now, piece number 2 is our big penguin body. There we go. And if you want, see, I'm not gonna be able to see through that really well. So I'm actually, I know the pattern doesn't say this, I'm gonna put my ornaments on my green. So let's move my placement guide. I'm gonna break the rule from the pattern. Don't tell anybody. So I'm gonna put those applique pieces aside for my penguin body. And I'm gonna grab all my little ornaments over here. And on the back, I wrote my numbers. So that it's easy for me to put in place. So first up, we are going to start with piece number 5. You can also use your pattern cover, of course, to guide you as well, because these are really easy to put in place. They're just different colors. So number 5, number 6, there we go. And then we have number 7. And then we're gonna put the green piece. Oh, 7's up here. I was like, that doesn't fit. That's because number 7 is right there. Now number 8, right here. And we have our 2 green pieces. I'm looking for number 15. And I'm just gonna make a little unit of the ornaments so that it's easy for me to put this on my little penguin. And it's gonna be a really delicate applique unit. There we go. And you just wanna feel that they're overlapped, and we're just gonna give it a little bit of a press. Again, a really delicate unit. So I'm gonna let it cool, and I'm just gonna move this a little bit. We're gonna come down here, and we're gonna build the little bottom ornament string. How cute is this? I love all the commercials at Christmas time that have like penguins in it. I really think they should have them tangled in lights. In a safe way, of course, for the penguins. In a cute way. And one time we were in Ireland, and we were at the Cliffs of Moher, which, gosh, I hope I'm saying that right. Apologies if I'm not. But it was a little bit into the puffin season. The cute little puffins, to me, I know they're not penguins, but to me they look like little baby penguins. And those are just cute little animals. Birds, penguins, they're adorable. Okay, and then there we go. So our remaining green light string. It's funny, I love colored lights on this, but everyone thinks I'm boring at my house I have to have a perfectly matching tree, and I like all white lights. So now Mom has started making ornaments for Steven to put on the tree that, like, you know, are sewn and cross-stitched so that he can have more of like a wholesome tree. I like a very matchy tree. Okay, so now I'm gonna really, really carefully pull up this little unit. And it's very delicate. There we go, but he stayed together, awesome. And then the second one down here, he's still a little cool or warm. I like to let them cool off a little bit when they're delicate, but he's fine. There we go. So now let's go back to putting our little penguin together. And again, when you're doing this, like I know that I said build all one big unit in the pattern. I guess at the time of writing the pattern, I really liked that idea. Today, I like the idea of building more units to put together. So when you're making your projects, you can always say, you know what? I like building more units, or I want to build fewer applique units. And you can do that. That's what's so great. And then, let's see, where is he? Just a little higher. Let me take a look. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. And then our second piece will go right on top. And now I'm gonna press where these overlap and of course around the base of the snow. And now our beak. He's so cute. His little smile. Don't forget there is an accent line if you want to draw that first on your little beak. So he has a smile. So cute. You can use your sew line chalk pencil. You can use a Pigma pen or even a mechanical pencil. So now we're going to place our first string of lights. Now this green piece, it's easy to put into position because it just butts right up to it. It doesn't overlap. So once you get that right there, then the rest is going to naturally fall. So you have a little bit showing down here and then up there. Ooh, let me just get that to lay flat. There we go. So see, that comes right up to it. And then over here on the right, it goes over just a bit. So give a press. And remember, we'll do the final press when it goes onto the applique fabric. But we're in block 12. Y'all know this by now. You're like, why are you doing a tutorial for 12? Because y'all are old hat at applique now, huh? So much fun, isn't it? And then this piece down here, so that on the left, just like on the top, it comes right up next to each other, no over and underlapping. And then down here on the bottom, it comes right up even on the edge, so it doesn't go over on the bottom. So I'm just gonna give that a press right here. And now we're ready already. This was a really quick block, wasn't it? To put this onto our fabric. Now I didn't press my fabric ahead of time, so let's press it real fast off to the side right here. You will of course already have had yours nice and pressed and starched if you've been starching throughout the process. I'm a huge fan of starch, as I know you've heard me say before. So now we are going to pick up our unit. There we go. I'm going to move my fusing mat aside, put my background fabric in place. As always, you have way more than you need going off the edges of your trim line for that 8-inch trim line. So we're just gonna take our little penguin and put him in place. And then let me make sure that lays beautifully. I love it. He's happy as can be. So just make sure your greens are touching right here. Another piece of fuzz, y'all. It must be the theme of today, fuzz. Let's hope that doesn't happen in all the videos I'm filming today. Have fuzz everywhere. Alrighty, so I'm just giving this a quick press. And now I am going to turn off my light pad and we are going to put our, move the things off my Steady Betty. Let's get our Steady Betty And I'm gonna do the final press to really get him stuck down. And then in just a second, we'll talk about the stitch tips. I like this block a lot because you get to use a lot of your fun colors in your Christmas Lane thread kit. So there we go, he's ironed on. He looks so cute. So let's talk about the stitching. So in the pattern, of course, you have in your Christmas Lane, you have your chart. And let me get my sample. So, what we are stitching, we have the turquoise, that beautiful turquoise. And then of course that goes on the snow. Then we're gonna do the black. It goes around the edge of your penguin. Then your white is the center of his body. Oh, and don't forget with the black, sorry, I forgot to mention his eyeballs. Then your butterfly gold is his beak. And then of course you wanna do a little accent line there. Your true red would be your 2 red ornaments, pumpkin pie for your orange. The sweet pink is the 1 hot pink ornament. And then the dark green, that medium dark avocado, is for the string of your light. So really quick and easy to stitch this one. Up next month, we are going to be making the big Santa's workshop in the center of the quilt, which is gonna be a lot of fun to do. And stay tuned for that tutorial because we will be building a lot of applique units and putting that all into place. So thank you as always for being a member of Christmas Lane, and let's get ready to make Santa's workshop next.